And I went there, I said no. And then the lady that came with her baby, she was there with her baby, and they tear gas to the lady and the baby. They directly, I had to, like, the tear gas, the mark of the tear gas is on the woman's clothes, like there's a circle on her clothes. And I was pissed, and I carried the baby, and I went to meet the policeman. Why did you have to target a baby? Say you want the baby to swallow tear gas. See the baby here now. I'm giving you, carry him. Take the baby, like carry the baby and put the tear gas in her mouth. Since that's like, you saw a woman seated and breastfeeding her baby, you targeted the tear gas. They're like, why? And you see, are we with knives? Are we with guns? We're not with any of these things. And then he started shouting, "Oh, you're instigating!" I'm instigating what? You are instigating. We're sitting down here, we're doing interviews, we're talking to the press, and then you came and just start throwing tear gas. So that's exactly what happened today. We are peacefully protesting. Everyone was out there. These buses, wise buses came. They came with, filled up with people. There is even no space inside the bus. A lot of them are standing. They are standing by the door. Some are sitting on the windows. It's obvious. It's obvious to the blind that those people are thugs. It is obvious. They were in a white bus, big white bus, coaster bus. Two. They were even sitting on, some of them were sitting on the window. It is I mean, any stupid policeman, any stupid empty-headed policeman that sees that bus, we can confirm that those people are thugs. But then you see peaceful protesters on the way, and then one of the policemen told me, "I'm on, oh, this girl, you are on drugs." I say, "Yes, it's your Tinubu that gave me the one, that the narcotics that they gave him in America, that he dropped them for them. The remaining one I took." Because I mean, you are seeing the people that you should take. You are not taking these people. And then you're coming to peaceful protesters to invade them. After the two white buses came, after they started moving around us, we all noticed that these people were thugs. And we started standing up like, those people are thugs. So the policeman that was with us, gisting with us, talking to us, and oh, these are the issues and all of that. The man looks, he said, that bus, who allowed them to pass? So the man was like, wait, let me call radio. Right? And he had not even picked up his stuff when the, like, 4 or 5, I didn't count. I think News Central should have that video, or AIT should have it. The AIT people on ground in Abuja. I think I'll reach out to one of them to get that video, to know how many of the police vehicles came in, because it was not up to 2 to 3 minutes when the police vehicles, when the two white vehicles moving with the touts. They just passed, and then immediately they were passing. It was like they were doing tag team. Like, when you give somebody a high five and then the other person jumps into the ring. Then the police vehicles just came in to our middle. As they were even coming in, the policeman with us was like, the way these guys are driving, let them not go and break you people's car, or the way you parked. So you people are not parked properly. Before you will say it's police van that hit your car. So you people bring it closer, bring it to where these vans are. At least it will be safe. Nothing will happen to it. Especially with these dogs I'm seeing that are parading us with that vehicle. And the policeman was even saying, are you sure these people are not your people? I said, they are not our people. Oh. You cannot see how those boys are looking. They can never be our people. And then I just walked to go and get the car. We're going to get the car back into where the policemen were. And then those policemen that were coming with the vans, with about 4 or 5 vans, their cars had not even stopped. And they started shooting tear gas. They just started shooting. Even the press had to run. They were doing an interview. The press had to run to leave their cameras. Everybody started running. And like, even the policeman that was talking to us was telling them, hey, 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 stop, stop. And then he pushed him aside. One of the guys with the tear gas pushed him aside. He said, didn't you get the information? Come off the road. Like, he just gave him this Corona or Koshidanu kind of pushing. And then the other guy, the policeman that was talking to us, he was shouting, like, enter your cars, like, enter your cars, enter your cars, enter your cars. So we're trying to go into the cars, and then the policeman that came with the vans just started shooting the tear gas. They were shooting sporadically. It was not like one or two. They were shooting like five together. Like, it was coming. Like, it was insane. So I had to go pick up people on the road that were just running, and then we sped off as we were going. Oh, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Oh God, Jesus. I swear now, maybe we I don't want to say what will be held against me in court, because what I want to say right now can be held against me in court. As we were going, that's where everything gets interesting, right? So we saw the guy holding flag at the Abuja protests. The guy that always holds flag, not our flag boy. There's another flag boy too that always holds flag. And then the next thing, there were guys with cutlass. These are like military, not military. They had these special forces. Yeah, DSS, right? They had these DSS clothes, special forces. They were riding a van. They were riding a van with what do they call this? What do they call this stuff again? Siren. They had a van with siren, two vans with siren beside them, and then they had two thugs with them, then plus them. The thugs were holding cutlass. Guys, there's a video to this, so I have a video, clear video. The video clear die. Like, the only reason I don't want to post that video is because my face showed, my voice and everything, and that's the only reason. That's the only thing I'm thinking about. But if my head touched too much, I post them, embarrass this government, because it clear die. Right, moving on. These thugs came with these DSS guys with cutlass, fresh cut. If you see that cutlass, if you put that cutlass on that sun, that cutlass can fry egg. Fresh and sharp. Like, if you see how fresh it looks, like brand new cutlass, and the cutlass still even has the logo on it to show you that those cutlass were just newly bought. It had a red logo on it. And they came with this cutlass. Then the DSS guys were holding knives. And then they told the guy holding flag to kneel down. And another person was with him. Sadly, the other guy with him that they called, that they told both of them to kneel down, I didn't see that other guy because I could hear gunshots, right? So I was trying to just move. So it was the gunshots that made Flag Boy and the other guy stop, because they didn't want them to shoot at them. So they stopped and they told them to kneel down, and they knelt down. So from inside the car, myself and this other guy at Jesus take way. I just to take way. I'm trying to reach out to him if he can join the space, but he's not responding. I guess maybe he's still on his way home, or he's asleep. Because the guy screamed more than me. I was expecting him to be a man, and I was driving, so he was the one that was even taking the videos. I was expecting him to be a man, but he was screaming more than me, Seth. So I don't even want to call him. I don't want to call him right now. So the guy was taking the videos, then and the DSS guy shot at the guys kneeling down. So the flag boy, I saw him, and I was like, I can't leave this flag boy. I can't leave him. I didn't know that other people had already been taken inside the van, and I didn't know there was also somebody there kneeling with him. So I stopped, and I saw one of the DSS guys that stood in front, and I went to meet him. I said hi, like I introduced myself, and I mean, I told him my dad's rank in the military and all of that. I showed him my dependent ID card. I showed him my dependent ID card, my military dependent ID card, and I told him, oh, this, and my car has a military sticker, and all of that. So I explained to him, and I was like, "Oh, that person is my best friend. Please, we came here together. We bought food for these people, and we only came here to give them food, and we were peacefully protesting. Is my brother, please?" He was like, "Which one of them?" I was like, "That one there." And he said, "Okay, come, stand up, you. If not for a spirit, the cops. If not for a spirit, the cops, I would have killed you now. I would kill you in this place. Nothing is going to happen." And then they told him to enter the car. He entered the car. I just said thanks, well meaning. Some people are sending me DMs. Apparently, there were other people that saw this happening. They've been DMing me to ask me if I was fine. I saw those guys that stopped you and they were chasing you guys and all of that. So I'm going to respond to all those DMs later. So he stopped the guy, and then he started saying I will kill you and nothing will happen. We have orders to kill any people. We kill you people. Like, I'll kill you. This is my town. If you want to do rubbish, go to Lagos. Lagos is a place for rubbish people. Go to Lagos and do your rubbish. This is my town. This is my place. It was just, he was just talking, and then the next thing, he used his knee to hit the guy on his nose. Like, he kept hitting him. I was like, "Sir, please, he's okay. He's okay. Well, it's okay." He kept hitting him. I was begging him. And then I just turned the car, and then he slammed my door. And then we zoomed off, right? Thinking, well, we've gotten out of that one. Then the flag boy, the guy was, he was saying thank you, oh my god, like he saved my life and all of that. He was just talking. He was scared, and he was even upset because the DSS guy kept telling him that you are still strong in your face. You are acting like what I'm doing. They're paying you a bit. You are not remorseful. You're not remorseful. So the guy wanted to talk, like, remorseful for what? I'm like, yo, yo, chill. So we zoomed off, and that's not even the beginning of the craziness. So we already have this video of the DSS guys with dogs holding cutlass and knives, and they were holding knives, like they were holding knives. You can barely see it. And I mean, it was even when I was watching this video that I saw that there was another guy there that we didn't see. We didn't see that guy. If I'd seen him, I would have taken him, would have picked him up. And I hope people can watch that video much later and recognize the guy and check on him if he's okay or if he's missing or something. Because I'm sorry to say, man, I'm so sorry to say. I feel bad that I'm saying this, but I don't think that guy is alive, man. I don't think he is, because these people they were stabbing people on the streets. They were just stabbing people on the streets. So we just drove, and we got to a point where we saw the buses that actually came. Those thugs that were sitting were sitting in their white bus, the two buses. So we saw that bus again. So from afar, we saw it. We're like, is that not that bus? I was like, okay, you guys have to start making videos because I'm driving. Yeah, both of you have to make videos. You guys have to just sit quietly and make sure you make your videos and make it really clear. It's both of them in the car, put out their phones. And we started making the videos. And I saw what I did not expect. These guys were holding cutlass. They were holding cutlass. And policemen, the same policemen that are shooting tear gas at peaceful protesters who are standing and taking interviews to press. Well, with these people holding cutlass with a police van, the video is there, or it clear die. So anything that wants to happen, you let it happen, because if it's to scatter, since they are the ones that want to scatter this country, they have decided in their hearts that they don't want peaceful Nigerians to just stand and speak. How difficult it is that peaceful people said they want to stand and speak, and then you people will gather yourself to go and protect thugs, and then start coming to the peaceful protesters to beat them up, to stab them, and allowing these thugs to use machetes to injure and kill peaceful people. So the policemen were protecting the thugs. The video clear die. So let nobody, any fucking PPRO, any fucking idiots that wants to come and start making noise on Twitter. The video is just because, like, I don't want to post it now. Sarah is telling me to send it to them. Sarah is telling me to send it to them. Send it to them, but everybody should hold on first. The policemen were protecting the people holding cutlass, while peaceful protesters who were making interviews and videos, who were making interviews with media houses, they were shooting at them. I even have a video of someone that's bullet hitting, like the bullet crossed his hands. I think I Chief is Ame is here. He gave the guy money, like they took the guy to the hospital to patch it up. I have a video of his hands. So you can see what these people are doing to the peaceful people, while the idiots and the thugs are being allowed to roam, and they are protecting one and peace. People already cutlass, police is standing with them. And then the guy sitting in the front of the car was making video. I think he tried to wind down, and then the police noticed, and that was where the problem started. Guys, I was in a car chase of over 40 minutes. They started chasing the car. Like, there was one in front, there was one behind. We were just running. I don't know, like, I don't live here, right? I don't live in Abuja, so I don't know the way. I don't know the places. I don't know the streets. I don't know anywhere here. We're just driving, like, and the guys in the car were not even being helpful because they were even screaming more than me. They couldn't even let me think. I couldn't think. So they were chasing us. So we had to start making videos. So the one of the vehicles chasing us, like, they were trying to make us. I think they caught us making the videos of them. There were policemen with the guys carrying cutlass and a truck that was there with them, and they started chasing us, and they blocked us. Like, one of the cars came in front of me to stop me from moving forward. So I bashed him. I cleared his car, bashed my car, bashed his car, and I kept moving. And then the one behind kept moving with me, and the one in front too started moving, and we're all just. And I didn't know where I was. I didn't know if to turn left or right. I was just going anywhere I see, I turn. So there was a place I turned and entered, and there's a huge fuel scarcity in Abuja. There's no fuel in this town. There's no fuel in this city at all. So there was a place that people were trying to get fuel. So that place was locked up. There was traffic in that area. And then the guys came again and blocked me in my front. And then I couldn't turn. So the only way I could move was pushing him. And then he wind down his glass and pointed something at the car. I don't even know what it was. So I had to like bend down and just turn and bash the car again. I kept bashing and bashing until I made way for myself to pass in front of them, and I sped off again, and they kept going. They kept going. I turned like where am I going to go to? Where am I going to go to? So I started with asking my Siri to I know most of these people here. Okay, whose house will I go to? How can I locate the place and all of that? So I try to put someone's house, one of the people in the in one of our people in the National Assembly. I put his house in the address, and I just started, speeding off and heading there. And I changed my mind. I was like, no, let me go to the military base. I put it on the map, and then the guy behind me was like, his Google map was not working. The one in front of me said his phone does not use Google map, so the both of them were just useless to me. And I was so pissed. And I started shouting on them, like, why would you not have Google Map on your phone? This is fucking 2024. Why would you have Google Map? So we're just going. I was like, and one of the guys was like, turn here, turn here. We're just moving, and they were still chasing us. And he turned to block me again. I bashed, my car is totaled. My car is done. Like the car I'm using here. So I have a car that I keep here to use whenever I come, so I don't have to pay so much for Uber. So that car is gone. Like I kept bashing and bashing him until I created a space for myself to pass. Like, and they kept going. They kept following us because of the videos that we made. Because they saw us making those videos, they kept going and going. And guys, my hands were shaking, my legs were shaking. I've never driven that fast in my entire life. We're going like I think it was like I was on F1, and they kept following us. We kept going past roads, and I was so pissed because everywhere we went to was so secluded. I was just trying to go to anywhere I would find people, anywhere at all. So I didn't even know what I was doing. I just kept going and going. And finally, I was like, "Oh, put something on the map," and then we found a place. And we just sped in there. We turned back. We then made a U-turn and turned again. And I think that was where we were able to lose them, and we turned back. And I mean, the guys tried to make a video because when all that bashing was going on, they were so scared. They were screaming. Even when the people in the car opened their windows and they're trying to bring something out of the car, we didn't know what it was. So they were scared. I mean, I wish that we were able to, make video of all of that crazy chase happening. And but some people saw it because I got DMs. I'm checking online now. I took screenshot of some of those DMs and I sent to well-meaning. So maybe you can reach out to those people and bring them up on the space so they can speak about it too. And I there was one filling station. The filling station I stopped at, um not really stopped, the filling station where I passed through that had traffic, that the guys came to block me again and I had to bash them. I'm thinking of going there and try to get a CCTV footage from the security, and maybe get a plate number or something that I can use, and maybe for something, maybe a court case or anything. So I think that's my best option right now. But it was insane. So I had to just keep going and bashing the cars. They will block me again. I'll bash them and go. So I think they didn't expect that from me because first of all, I'm a lady driving. So they didn't expect that I would go crazy like that. And I didn't expect myself that I was going to also do any of that thing. But come on, you do anything to survive, right? So we just kept heading out, and that was how we found a place that had people, got in. And I mean, the boys they were just praying. I don't even know. Like today was insane. Today was crazy, and just because we took a video that showed police officers with dogs, guiding dogs with their cutlass, and so that's why they started chasing us. Don't know what their plans were for us. I don't know what they had in mind, but I was not willing to have that discussion. I wasn't willing to stop and wait to ask them, why are you chasing us? I wasn't willing to, because I didn't even know they were chasing us before. Our intention initially was to go and make a U-turn and go back to that place we saw the policemen and the thugs and make more videos. So while I was trying to make a U-turn, that was when I noticed that there's a car behind me that is preventing me to make a U-turn. If I move to the right, it will move to the right. If I move to the left, it will move to the left. I'm like, who is this person? Like, I'm trying to make a U-turn. So I kind of like slowed down so he would go in front of me, only for him to go in front of me and block me. And that was when the guy behind me said, this guy has been following us. Like, that was when I noticed, I looked into the car and I saw that, oh, yo, these guys are actually following us. So I had to just reverse, and I saw another car at the back. So I just bashed that one and kept going. So that was when I actually noticed that they were following us. Because if I'd known earlier, they wouldn't. I would have even sped up faster than that. So, and I don't know. There are all these people, all these thugs on the streets with cutlass. It's just everybody needs to know that it's. I mean, we already know that it's from the government, but now it's confirmed. And I'm sure other people would have videos too, because you know why? Because these people are stupid and they're tacky. They're stupid and tacky. And the only thing they know how to do is how to intimidate people. That's why today I made a post. I said, I'm now fully in support of Nedunwoko's bill. Anybody that drops. Because if these people know that we can also fire back at them, they are not going to be behaving like this. Right? Because we're peaceful. We're peaceful. We're not doing it. We're standing, we're gisting, we're talking, we're drinking Coke. What the Coke self, we cannot even afford it. We're closing our eyes to even buy the Coke to drink so that we can stay hydrated and protest peacefully. But this is what these guys are doing, and it's insane. Like, my car is bashed. Is I mean, I have to go get mechanics to even see if they'll get that thing done. But they'll definitely get it done. It's a strong car. I mean, it really helps. It really helped us today. So basically, that's just what happened, right? And we're able to stay safe. We went to a corner. The guy that the DSS guy wanted to stab, that they allowed to enter the car. I told him to he changed his clothes because he was wearing no fuel, peacefully protesting and bad government. He had a t-shirt on and all of that. So I told him he had to take it off because I mean, where we entered, we don't know who's there and all of that. Called my dad. I couldn't even tell him what happened, but I know I'm going to still tell him much later. And spoke to everyone else. I spoke to some people in the group. I think that group is the only group that has that video, because everyone in that group, they are like trusted people that I know, trusted people. Just is a group of 6, 7, or 8 people, right? And they're really amazing people that I met on Twitter. So, but they're great. They're great people, great guys. So that's the only group. That's the only people that have the videos right now, and every other thing that we
Thank you.
saw happen today.
Thank you
So
so
that's
much,
all.
Sarah. Thank you so much.